In this video, I'm going to explain 3 signs that your body might be asking you to do some trauma healing. Now, as this is a trauma-informed video, please remember that you can pause this video and take a break at any time. Often when we're learning about trauma and things that are associated to it, we can feel some activation in our system. And it's important that you take a break if that feels a little bit too much, and know that you can come back and watch this and the rest of the other videos when you have the capacity to do so. So 3 main signs that your body is asking for you to do some trauma healing work. I'm going to say that the first sign is your reluctancy or your inability to be able to relax. So this is where it feels like you need to keep yourself busy all of the time, that you are, even when you are trying to relax, you're actually multitasking, how you are staying up late to the point of exhaustion. Even though you know you're really tired, you're finding it so difficult to switch off. This is a sign that the body is in survival mode, that the body is being hypervigilant, that the nervous system is being hypervigilant, and that you do not essentially feel like it's safe to soften and to relax. And there's plenty of reasons for this. One of those might be that you feel like you can't let your guard down because you always need to be prepared for the worst. You're always feeling like something's going to happen, and so you feel like you need to stay on all the time in order to essentially protect yourself. So that feeling of, it might not even come with feelings of anxiety, but just this reluctancy, this hesitation to allow yourself to relax, to allow yourself to take care of yourself, or you're pushing yourself to that point of exhaustion all the time because being exhausted is a safe enough reason for you to take a break. If you're at that stage and you are feeling what I've just explained, or perhaps you're also feeling some anxiety or some tension and some bracing that is likely going to go on with that, then this is a big sign that you would really benefit from doing some trauma healing work. The next sign is also that your body is showing you symptoms. So symptoms of stress. The biggest one, and in my experience, is having digestive issues. So having IBS, having food intolerances, and just feeling like you have to avoid a lot of things that you maybe didn't have to in the past, and that noticing that your digestion has gradually got worse and worse, whether you experience pain while eating or have nausea in response to eating certain foods, or any kind of foods actually. If you have IBS like I did as a result of my chronic traumatic stressful period, having cramping, having difficulty going to the bathroom, etc. The digestive system goes offline to some capacity, is not able to function properly when you are in a sympathetic state, so when you are stuck in survival mode. So ongoing digestive issues is also often a good indicator that there is some unresolved stress that needs support to work out. Now, I'm not saying that you also shouldn't visit a doctor and that you shouldn't examine your diet and things like this. I had to do those things as well, but I realized that when I did the trauma healing work, within about 6 months, alongside incorporating a really diverse range of natural foods, whole foods into my diet, which I always had it anyway. I always ate very well anyway, but eliminating some things as well that were really aggravating. I did it all at the same time. It was my IBS that was one of the ways that my body was screaming at me that I had to take care of myself, and that taking care of myself didn't just only involve doing one thing or the other. I did both things at the same time, because I talk about this in other videos, is that healing from trauma and repairing and restoring our nervous system is a really holistic experience. It involves a lot of different contributing factors. It's not just this modality or that therapy or that tool or technique or protocol or something like this. It involves a lot of different things. I've made a video about that already. So digestive issues being a common fact, because the rest and digest mode goes off, the parasympathetic nervous system is not able to function properly. And even though if an event or the events have situations that could have caused the trauma are long gone, it doesn't mean that the body has moved on from that. It just goes into a functional survival mode. So you're still able to function, but there's a lot of limitations to the amount of functionability. And the third and the final thing is your irritability. Your reactions are often trying to get your attention. Because you are in this state of survival mode and you are in a state of hypervigilance, you are at capacity in your nervous system, you have maybe some other tension or digestive issues in your body or some other kind of chronic pains. I mean, there are many, many different symptoms that are asking you to work on your trauma. I'm just naming 3 at the moment, but there is a lot of different ones, and it's unique to each person. But your inability to be able to respond rather than react to situations that are happening in your life. So you feel on edge, you feel snappy, you feel irritable, you have really strong emotions, often very unpleasant ones like anger and frustration, and you are extremely reactionary. And on reflection of this, either you don't feel good about that, or you don't feel like it was appropriate. Often it's not appropriate to react in these ways. Sometimes it is, not all the time. And it's more about the frequency. You are noticing that you're like that a lot, and you don't like it. You know that that's a sign that you need to start getting some support. So if you are looking for support on your healing journey, or you're looking to find out if you have some trauma that you would like to get support to resolve, my name is Donna Louise, and I am a trauma-trained somatic practitioner, a functional breathwork coach, a clinical EFT practitioner, and I'm also a trainee counsellor, and I help people to get out of survival mode, to restore their nervous system, and to reconnect with themselves. If you've enjoyed this video, please follow the channel, subscribe, and give this video a like. If you've got any questions, any concerns, any comments that you'd like to share, please pop them in the comments section of this video. I'd love to hear from you. And otherwise, you can reach out to me at my website, donnalouise.co, for a free consultation about working together. Until then, see you in the next video, and take very good care. Thanks.